Is your mix bus still fully analog?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you say that, basically I come out of an insert on either an aux or if I on an aux, because auxes are, it depends if I'm putting a fade on something, because I generally will map a fade, but then give it to the mastering guy to put it on, because fades with master faders change the compression level as it comes down, because the master fader is, the insert is post master fader, So, but I'll come out into some transformers of some choice of, because I like what a transformer does to a digital signal. It smooths out immediately the waveform, because, not to be like talking down on anyone, but it's a step ladder. Digital is it's a step ladder of creating a sine wave. So I'll go into my choice of transformers. It comes out of a dangerous D to A, which I really like the sound of the dangerous because it's very transparent. There are other D to A's, A to D's that are more colored, but I'm already coloring everything. So I like my D to A and my A to D to be a transparent. Like for me, my metaphor tends to be like doing Photoshop with sunglasses. I don't want to color. If I'm like using Photoshop, I would not be wearing sunglasses. So I want to choose how much color I want to put it. So I choose a transformer after the dangerous. Then it goes into a dangerous backs. It knocks down 12 cycles and like 70K. And then it goes into a Dramastic Obsidian or a 2500 API. I used to also use the SSL, not the SSL, but the Smart. But I just like the Dramastic Obsidian because it's got the high pass filter on the low end. It's just doesn't pump and it's punchy and it's got that SSL sound, but it's the guy that makes it, John Ellis, who just redid the console for Bob Clear Mountain. That's his company is Dramastic. I love his compressor. I've been using it for about 20 years. So it'll come out of that into a NTI, old 90s NTI, which is Maag, M-A-A-G. The NTI company was Cliff Moggs before he just put his own name. And then from that, it'll go into a pair of mastering Pultecs for the tube and the transformer that are stepped. And then it goes back to the dangerous to get back into Pro Tools. So yeah, that's all analog. And the only digital part of that is I will use a plugin that's I'm using it super, super subtle, and I really like the sound of it, and I'm not using it for really the clipping part of it, but sometimes I will use it for just that little taste of, because clipping is not limiting, and it's called Kazrog K-Clip 3. Kazrog is a company that I support. It's my friend Shane McPhee. His dad is John McPhee, a very close dear friend of mine who plays in the Doobie Brothers. And Shane's company, Kazrog, I was there at the beginning with him. He's a great guy, and he makes some really cool plugins. He just released the Stay Level compressor, which is sort of the old Gates Stay Level and the new Retro, which I have two of those in my rack. I use a lot of retro gear, retro instruments. And so that Kazrog K-Clip it has a sound. It has a very, I can't explain it, but it tends to just generally give a nice little tightening in a very gentle way. And if you looked at it, you would see it's not really doing anything, but sonically doing something. I did try and I have it, I think it's called Gold Clip. That's way more sonically imprinting to me. And I like it on individual tracks at times. along with a lot of other plugins, but not on my mix bus. I've tried it a few different times on the mix bus. I didn't dig it. It's like when I put something on and it makes it sound different, but not in a good way, I turn it off. And you have to get used to, like, just because it gets louder doesn't mean it's better. There are a lot of plugins where you put it in and it's not like a Unity thing, and you just hear it get louder and you think it's better. But when you put it in Unity, then you can really hear what it's doing, and it's not getting better. So you have to get really understanding of the GUI of a plugin, because you can get fooled into the GUI. Like, that GUI looks so cool. Sounds good. No, what you see is not what you hear.
To watch the full video, click the link below and don't forget to subscribe.